Tinubu, put your 2027 ambition aside. Call for a referendum geared towards regionalization. And I bet you 50% of your problems will be solved. But you no go listen. Because your problem is also you want to be the president. You want to continue as the president. But can you be a president when the country doesn't exist anymore? Keep quiet about this. I am done calling you to intervene in regards anything or whatever, because as far as I'm concerned, there is absolutely nothing you can do. I am telling you. And the fact is, I'm not even saying this out of my own. Let's look at the interventions you people are planning to intervene now. Is it not a joke? What are the Senate? How are the Senate thinking? What are they drinking? Calling for 100,000 men to be recruited into the army. For decades, you have succeeded in decades, you have succeeded in recruiting 170-something thousand in the army. All of a sudden now you want to perform the magic of recruiting 100,000, right? And once you have done that, you believe the whole issue will be addressed. Oh, I don't know how you are thinking. And are we talking about the same army that you have repentant Boko Harams in them? Are we equally talking about the emphasis that the men you have still use their money to buy uniforms, boots? Are we talking about the military, that even their feeding allowance to get to them is the problem? Are we equally talking about a lot of shady corrupt issues? And nothing has been done in that regards. And let's face it, what 2 million men cannot do, basic technology can do. Looking at what is going on now, the armed forces is still operating the 1980s method of operation. That is to say, and we're talking about fighting a guerrilla warfare here. But you still believe in acquiring hillocks, loading people's children inside, sending them, leaving them in the bush, or whatever you believe that is what we address. It's not a game of number. It's not about number. It's all about technological advancement. Looking at the testament of that lawmaker that came out to talk about what progress they have had during Jonathan when mercenaries were employed. You heard him saying that there will be like just 10 in the room with their technological gadgets seen everywhere. And once they have noticed, they have gathered enough intels, they go on their chopper, and all of a sudden, within 2 hours, they are back. Neutralize all the radical elements and come in with picture evidence. But what do we have? All we just see is just headlines. The Air Force have bombarded so. The Air Force have bombarded so. While they are bombarding so, they are picking a brigadier general. And I want to ask the senior officers, how do you feel when they tell you that this is a brigadier general lying there, captured by miscreants that are tantamount to nothing? Well, let's just keep deceiving ourselves. And at least the last time I checked, Forest Guard was also deployed. I think part of what they do is, once an issue is presented, they present methods that will just resort to allocation of resources, and all of a sudden, the sharing formula starts and nothing more. Well, to the US again, all hope lies on you as well. Nigerians are counting on you. Downplay it, don't mean it, or whatever. But at the end of the day, your intervention or not, your intervention is quite important. But if it doesn't, at least Nigeria will get to that state of lawlessness, and it will affect the globe on a higher proportion. So keep denying there's no genocide. I think the attack in the church was not a farmer headers clashes. And the picking of the 25 girls in Kebbi too was farmers headers clashes, right? So let's just keep debunking. Keep recruiting men, keep sending them. Let your ministers be doing the job of saying that doesn't exist while you people lack capability. But at the end of the day, there must be a country for there to be a president. But most importantly, I am telling you, when you regionalize, 50% of your problem is over. Regionalize with referendum. Seriously. But if you think it's a joke, well, the fact is, at this point in time, actually, Nigerians don't even care about whoever is intervening as far as there's going to be an intervention, because the government is clueless at this stage. And are we even going to be talking about what is expected of them to do? What happened to open grazing? Up till today, you still have headers roaming up and down. What happens to those radical aspects of the political Sharia that is introduced, that is at loggerheads with the constitution? Why are you not talking about it? It's not an issue, right? It's not too important. That is not the problem. What happens to...
Good evening, fellow citizens of Nigeria. Please, I don't mean to be rude. And I don't have the genuine intention to be rude. But the level where some people go do some things now, I will be intentionally rude. And I will stand on the fact that I am frustrated. That's why I am rude. I beg. Make any pastor not pray right now. We don't need prayer. We are not sabi mountain pass us. Some of you are ordinary pastors una be. We will be pure holy self. We dey open our mouth, we dey talk. So please, every pastor, respect yourself. Shut your mouth up if you cannot act. Bíbélì ní lẹ́yìn àdúrà ìgbésẹ̀ ló kàn. I grew up, I was born in Methodist, raised in synagogue, and I am a CSC. So I know Christ, and my mother is a staunch deeper life. So when you people are talking of Christ, some of us will know God in totality. But there is time. Bible says there's a set time and there's a meantime. Nobody should raise altar of prayers for us now. What we need is action in our voices. Speak to power. Act to power. Don't hide under any form of cowardness and say you are a man of God. You cannot shout. You cannot insult. Insult him if you have to insult. Lord, for what anyhow, anywhere where you go cost us, let us face this battle. It is the battle of our country. It is the battle between us and our leaders. I know Tinubu is not an excuse now. They're not going to give me contract. It's not an excuse now. They will not give me appointment. It's not an excuse now. I am an actress. They will block me. It's not an excuse now. I don't know what you now define. Because as a Christian, you are not supposed to be partisan. And those of you Abbas, and your balatenu Monday morning, Hotiri National Assembly, and in the party is a convention in the Coco Babelo, Rifa Coco Diba yo, Riore Coco Pebai, Ri Coco She. If APC start convention, now those Obas go carry their two left leg waka, contract Obas. Things are scattering now. Shebi, they have started to say that they have used tribalism. It is Yoruba, but my Yoruba Obas. They are killing innocent children, kidnapping children in school. But you will lead. People have not seen anything to do. You have not seen anything to do concerning this banditry. But we are praying and fasting, we will still open our mouth to talk whilst we are praying and fasting, to prick the conscience of our leaders, to make them understand that this is the time of action. Make anybody no pray. We don't need prayer. We are not be pray past some of us, but our mouth no shut. So you people should drop this hypocrisy now. If everybody will march forward, or everybody will lend their voice and their action, the issue is there is fire on the mountain in our country. We don't need prayers, we need action. We have prayed enough. Countries who are not praying are safe, sound, and protective. So let us leave this religion aside. The greatest part of this problem we're having now is religion. Muslim, Christian, this. So please, any pastor, I go look your face and not send your mama. Nothing where any pastor feed do anybody. All of us go with it. All of us get God. All of us get mouth to pray. If not fast, we sabi. If not to run for floor, we sabi. If not to sleep for mountains, okay to me. So everybody should open their mouth and talk now. Me, any pastor will open mouth to talk, I will face you. I don't care. Nothing you can do.
I'm going to start this video like this. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Shetima, resign, resign, resign. The blood of Nigerians are crying. Resign. You don't fit to become president. You don't fit. Nobody even voted for you. You stole your way into power. You do not fit to become president. Only in your government. Sir, tell us how. What was the bargain between you and the bandits before you became president? What agreement did you have with them? Because there is an agreement. If there's not agreement, this bastard, this man, this bastard that you people will send to prison to go and bring out the bandits. This bastard can sit on national TV and be telling you that the bandit is your son, the bandit is your brother. That the best thing is for Nigerians to give the bandits amnesty. That the bandit can become the president of Nigeria tomorrow. After taking the life of how many people? After killing how many people? Still, you people are still quiet. I heard now, Chetima have dressed like somebody that is going to his son's graduation. He's going to visit the people that they have kidnapped. Meanwhile, you know the people. You know the people. You know the right thing to do. Can you swear with your life that you don't know the people? Can you both swear that you don't know? They are using our life in Nigeria to play Kalo. They are using our life in Nigeria to play gamble. They are using our life in Nigeria to play politics. They don't care about you. Nobody care about you. Not even the president. Not even the president. All they are thinking about is 2027. It's 2027. Nobody is speaking to anybody. Everybody is quiet. You know why? Election is coming. And can I shock you? 2027, this man will still win. You know why? Votes does not count. They are criminals. They are criminals. And they will do road here. Come. If they burn anybody, well, come. Not be the one when they invite from, not be the one when they carry police, go carry me. I go there to go write statement. Brah! In Nigeria, yeah, there's what we call freedom of speech, freedom of expression. Sir, I am not happy. The next generation, you people are taking the life of the next generation. You people, because of you people, America call us a shameful nation. Because of you people, people are talking to us anyhow. Because of you people. Die, you will not die. Leave power, you will not leave power. Resign, sir. Resign. 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 If truly you are a leader, resign. Let us clap for you for resigning. Resign. You are not fit to even be an assemblyman. You are not even fit. You are not fit. You are not fit to be a local government chairman. You are not even fit. President, sir, you are not fit. You know why? You don't have a heart. Your conscience is dead. Your heart is dead. You and your vice president. All of you, criminals. How can you tell me that a country that you are a president, look at how they kill people on life inside church. Inside church. People there inside church. They call people grandmother, people children. Why? And you cannot speak. You call yourself a president. Sir, you have failed. You have failed your generation. You have failed. Resign. As an honorable man, which we know you are not honorable. There is nothing honorable about you. Resign. Where is that witchcraft Wike? Where is Wike? Today, where is Wike? Wike, where are you? If it's to stand with army and say you are stupid, you are stupid, you are very. Where is Wike today? All of you are joke. All of you are joke. When I say somebody, you are a joke.
I'm going to show you one video of how these terrorists, these people who government they call bandits, where we know as terrorists, how they think they get help for inside forest. I will show you the video now. But before I play the video, I'm calling on everybody. Very dark man, I see the video where you do, where you stage protest. Shout out to you, kudos to you. I just, that is what I want to see. Every one of us, this is the time where we all need to start spreading awareness on this. Forget say this one like this one, this I don't like this one. There is one thing now where they pursue all of us. You might think that this thing is happening to other people, it will reach us. Now talking about the video where they talking about how these people think they get help. These are bandits. Where government they call bandits. Where you and I know say that terrorists them being. These people they go walk up and down with bike. They specialize on bike, which means this bike they fit take enter different places. See them here for Castina with bike, where they come for pistol. See another one where they use bike. They everywhere. Now have you ever wondered how they are getting fuel? Now you get some things where you don't see. You must believe. Say you get one power where they within, where they sponsor a particular thing. You get what you go see. You go know say actually true of a true. There is somebody in this country that is paving way, giving powers to these people. These people with government they call bandits, where we do and I know say are terrorists. Do you wonder how these people get fuel? Do you know That the same fuel wey me and you dey kill to go buy. Sometimes we go kill, we go reach hotel, they will tell you say fuel no dey. Do you know these people have a tanker that is supplying them fuel? Oh, you don't know. Then get tanker where they come for inside that forest, inside that bush, where they fill up all of them their tank. Which means there is somebody within, true, where they sponsor this. Ọ̀kadà wọ́n máa ń gbé kiri. Church ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ rí pé ọ̀kadà tó ń gbé kiri wọ́n á gbé tó 300 ọ̀kadà ń bọ́ wọ́n ti ń repo, ta ló ń fún ọ lépo? Ṣé wọ́n rí ẹ̀rí wọn lé epo rí tí wọ́n repo? Ẹ̀rí wọn ní petrol station rí tí wọ́n fẹ́ lọ repo? Tanker kan ló máa ń supply epo fún gbogbo wọn. Òun náà lè. Òun rí oníkẹ́ máa wọ báyìí. Ìyẹn túmọ̀ sí pé ẹnìkan wà tó ń tì wọ́n lẹ́yìn. Ẹnìkan alágbára kan wà tó jókòó sí ìjọba tó ń tì wọ́n lẹ́yìn. Ìyẹn bí kọ́kọ́ la fẹ́ mọ̀. Enwere enye ike ijoro onwe gị ndị a na-agba ọkada ha ga-eji ọkada like 300 400 500 baa n'ime village gbuo ndị mmadụ zuo ndị mmadụ oshi ndị gọọmenti na-akpọ bandit ba anyị mana ha bụ terrorist. Ijoro onwe gị ele otu ha ji azụ mmanya ele otu ha ji azụ fuel. Enwere tanka na-enye ha fuel, tanka ha na-aba n'ime forest na-aba n'ime ọhịa ahụ ha nọ nye ha mmanya nye ha fuel ka onye abụ eki na kulukulu na nna timbeshi anyị na-eduka wannan mutane duka wannan barayi duka wannan mutane da suna kishi mana yara anyị na-esu na samun fuel da suna sa cikin ukaransu. Anani suna siya fuel da mai taba gensu suna siya abu a cikin petrol station ba. Anani suna gina abin ne yau na ga video mutum ya tura mun video inda suke samu abin da akwai tanka da na raba musu fuel dukansu fuel da ni da kai zamu je da motar mu zamu shiga petrol station zamu siya a hanyar layi ga su ana ba su fuel din kyauta kai. Wannan zai nuna muku wai akwai mutum da yana tura su, akwai mutum da yana gya musu abin da za ku yi, akwai mutum da yana cikin government da yana yi aiki tare da su. Which means you get person where they work with them, where they make sure say everything where they need they sorted out for, everything where they need don't they sort out. Which means you get person where they push them, you get person where they make sure say they don't lack anything. If you call them for peace meeting 20 times, they go ride that bike go there 20 times and they go lack fuel. Listen, if you have been in the north before, you see for north, from one region to another region, if it take you 2 hours for inside motor if you drive speed. From Kaduna to Kaduna, if it take you 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours. From Kaduna to Kaduna. From Kaduna to Kafanchan, na like 4 hours. But these people go ride bike where they get the fuel. Na tanker they can't supply them fuel. Whose tanker is that? Who is supplying them fuel? Please, if terrorists, bandits, feel life is easy for them like this, anything they want to feel easy for them, why is it difficult for an average Nigerian to also live a life we want? Please, once again, I dey call out everybody. This is not a time to say I don't like this one, I don't like this one, I don't like that one, I don't like this one. I'm calling out everybody. This is a time for everybody to stand up. I see the video where very dark man do. I commend you for the video where you do. I commend you for the video where you do, where you stage protest, say they free those girls. I commend you. And I want to ask everybody for see. This is not the time to say, I don't support this one, I don't support this one. This is time where everybody need to use one voice to spread this awareness. If we are going to get foreign help, let us get foreign help. Listen, let me tell you something. If anything do your family today, God forbid, the thing where you go hear from any government official now, our condolence to so family, we condemn the act, we don't tell the security officer make them do. Bro, in the next 5 or 6 hours, another news go come, we go cover that your own way them go abandon. So I'm calling on everybody, every influential person, on social actors, musicians, those who they do show, let us use this opportunity to push this thing, to make sure say every one of us push this thing, work together. Things are changing. This thing we think say you no go reach our side, it go reach our side. You the things say na not. These people are penetrating already. The same bush will connect from here to north. See, let me tell you, you can connect a bush from here, go down north, one at the top, say be far. And this is na forest then dey. Not one of them talking that them is Serikin Daji, king of the forest. If we are saying this thing is not affecting us, we can only pray. This is not the time to just pray and sit down. This is pray and walk, pray and do something. Let all the influencers use all their influence, use all their platforms to talk about this thing. Nigeria is bleeding. Everybody now should come to terms with that. And we need all the arms where we need. We need all the help where we need to spread this message. Anywhere where the help won't come from, make the help come from there. because your papa no get money to carry you outside the country, your papa no get money to carry you abi una japa. All of us dey here for this country. Why? Because all of us no get money to japa. No be all of us we get funds to japa with our family members. So those of us wey dey here, wetin make we do, make we kpai. If we no talk, it go affect us. So let us talk and know that we tried our best to seek help for ourselves for this country. Everybody should come together. Everybody should come together.
You see, this idea of politicians not having their children and their immediate relative mixed up with us in our society is one area of danger. It's one area the citizens are really exposed to danger, where the leaders don't care. Because they really, obviously, they know that whatever happens, no matter what happens, if the entire country burnt down, their children are safe somewhere at the expense of my tax, at the expense of your taxes. But they don't care what happened to me. They don't care what happened to your children. Now look at this comment coming from the number 3 citizen of this country, Senate President Godswill Akpabio. He talked down on the insecurity in the country, most especially the recent adoption of 25 students in Kebbi State. He talked it down like it is normal, it is a mere thing, it happens everywhere. You can imagine that. Just read the news. He said Kebbi school girls adoption. Senate President Akpabio says there is no society without crime. He's telling the world now that it happens everywhere. They kidnap school children in numbers everywhere. So Nigeria is not an exception. Tell me, how does that make sense? He went ahead. He said the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, stirred the controversy on Tuesday after he appeared to play down the abduction of 25 schoolgirls in Kebbi State, suggesting that kidnappings and killings should not provoke despair because crime exists everywhere. It's like, when I not take them too serious now, what's special about this? It happens everywhere. When I read the news in details, it make reference to America, it make reference to all the big countries, that these things happen in all of those places. And yet, that is where they have a safe haven. That's where their children live. That's where they run to at any given instance. And looking at how damaged they've destroyed Nigeria, they know when the unthinkable finally happen, which is inevitable, they will take off to that same place I have said this same crime also happened. Senator Godswill Akpabio, if your kids or your grandkids or the kids of your relatives were among these 25 school children, would you have said a thing like this? You people have failed in your responsibility, and the best you can do now is to downplay a situation as serious, as grievous as losing 25 schoolgirls, losing the principal and the megad, and at the same period losing a brigadier general without a war. And you are telling the world that crime like this happen every other place. It's really, really unfortunate. If only Nigerians could wake up one day to say no to any political leaders that will not have their children lives among us, attend our schools, use our hospital, trade from our market. Not until Nigerians said no to this, you people just continue to use us as sacrificial lambs. But I was surprised when I see this same Senate, under the leadership of this same Senator Godswill Akpabio, suggesting this. Say terrorism. Nigerian Senate seeks recruitment of 100,000 soldiers by the armed forces. That will not be a problem. You think Nigeria is short of personnel? I don't think so. The ones we have that you are sacrificing to Boko Haram, can you just stop that? In addition, you Senate President, how many soldiers and how many police are guiding you? What about your vice? I mean your deputy Senate President. What about the entire 109 senators, the 360 members of the House of Rep, the 36 state governors and their deputy, down to the local government chairman? How many soldiers and police guide these people? I believe it's new. If you pull them out and bring them together, it will be very close to this 100,000. And when it fails to meet up to this number, you have jobless youth flocking the APC platform. Those your praise singers, those your hallelujah boys in the APC that are jobless, bring them into the army. What about your kids? What about your relatives? Is the military not lucrative enough for your children, for your cousins and nephew? Because if this was an NNPC job, you will not tell Nigerians to bring in, you will not tell the government to bring in 100,000 people. You will feed these places with your relatives. So now that the army needs recruitment, please use your relatives and then use your party faithfuls. They needed the job more than we. We don't need the job. You people have made us jobless and we are already used to it. You get the point now. You are sending the son of somebody or the husband of somebody to go after Boko Haram that you are not ready to combat. Are you ready? The ones that go down by the day, are they equipped? You'll be sending a soldier to go after a Boko Haram with a sophisticated weapon. Meanwhile, the soldier is having an AK-47 that no longer functions. See, all these people should stop all of this. You just being extraordinarily wicked. You dare mention the likes of America and the rest in terms of insecurity, and this is where you take a safe heaven. That was just the height of it. It was an insult using statement like this and talking down a scenario, a crime, a situation as grievous as losing 25 children, losing a brigadier general, and all other incidents happening across the country was the least expected of the number 3 citizens of the country. But I, as a person, there's nothing Akpabio will do that will surprise me. I think I know him better. It's unfortunate that those are the kind of people we have occupying sensitive positions in Nigeria. And we think we're going to go anywhere with that. Of course, we can only retrogress.
Nigeria is exhausted. This victim called Nigeria is bleeding out. Needs you to suture that injury. Not only you feel in Nigeria. I got more than 200 phone calls today since morning. Hey, take it easy. Take it easy. You know it's Nigeria. You're in Nigeria. It's a lawless country. Take it easy. Please, oh, delete the post. Find a way. Explain the post so people don't think I'm inciting. I'm trying to wake up the youths. I'm trying to wake up the citizen. If they don't want to be inciting, I'm inciting. I'm waking them up to remember the country that our forefathers fought for. They are killing everybody. And the government is watching. You think the government don't know where these bandits are? Oh, they only know their location when they want to do meeting. Peace deal, rehabilitation center. But when they want to cram them and arrest them, the government becomes unaware. See. But one thing is sure, in here, it remains small. See, tap your neighbor, tell them, say, get ready. Tag them. It remains small. It's already, the youths have already clocked it.